Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. This is Lisa Marie Pepe coming to you live. And I wanted to have a very quick but powerful discussion around the idea of being the best possible version of you. And one of the reasons why this has come up, and it's been in my mind for the last couple of days, is because I have seen and heard far too many people putting themselves down because they compare themselves to others. Now, this happens a lot in the online entrepreneurial world because we're scrolling through our different social media platforms. And of course, we only see everyone else's highlight reel, right? People don't show up like a train wreck typically. They only give you the best of themselves, right? So number one, if you are someone who is comparing yourself to other people, stop. Just stop, okay? Because you have to understand that what you are seeing, for the most part, okay, is going to be the person when they're in a great mood or when they have had, some great content or great news to share. And maybe they've even had like professional hair and makeup done and all that. And that's okay, right? Like they're entitled to do that. But the problem happens when you start comparing yourself to them, right? And then you start to look at yourself and you're like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I look like that? Why can't I sound like that? Why don't I ever have good news to share? And when you compare yourself, all that does is perpetually just bring you down even further. So the next time you go on and you find someone who's doing something that you aspire to be doing, it makes you feel even worse about yourself. And yes, I am speaking predominantly to online entrepreneurs, but this happens in every area of our lives. I remember being in school and always being super competitive as a student. I always wanted to get the best grade on the exam, on the test. And that was just something for me internally that I recognize now was really, I was looking for recognition, right? And we all want to be recognized for doing a good job. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be, liked. And essentially, we want to know that we have a purpose, that people need us in their lives, right? And so if you are watching this and you're someone who's just sitting on the sidelines and you're so afraid to put yourself out there because you have the misconception that you're not good enough or pretty enough or don't have as much value to share with other people, you really need to reevaluate that, because this is what I can tell you. We're living in a world that is batshit crazy. Okay, we can all agree on that. I would say. The world needs people like you, like me, like all of the other incredible people out there who truly feel passionate about doing work that helps other people, empowers other people, brings joy to other people's lives, okay? And people are they're desperately seeking that kind of content. They are desperately seeking to hear positive words and to be in the presence of positivity and to feel something other than anger and distress and fear, right? Because if you look at your news feed and all you see is horrific things happening in the news about politics, about people going off the deep end and kind of losing their minds and hurting other people as a result, yes, those issues definitely need to be addressed. And I'm not someone who's blind to those things. I know what is happening and I pray and I sign petitions and I do things. But on a daily basis, my goal, my intention is to show up for my people, my audience, and deliver some kind of inspiration, motivation, or to talk about a technique or strategy that works for online entrepreneurs. And sometimes I offer some life coaching tips as well. So that is truly the message. The message is you don't have to be perfect to make an impact. Okay, so step number one, stop comparing yourself to everybody else. You are not everybody else, and that's the beauty of it. Okay, all of us coming together with all of our different gifts and talents, our different physical expressions. I talk a lot with my hands, and that's part of who I am. And I'm not going to change that because I see somebody else doing it who's, sitting nice and prim and proper. I show up as myself every single day. Sometimes I have makeup on, sometimes I don't. Today was one of those days I felt like wearing makeup, right? So please do not allow what you are seeing to hold you back, okay? You do know enough and you do have what it takes to make the world a better place. And I don't care if you're doing that by motivating and inspiring people. I don't care if you're providing comedic relief. People need to laugh, okay? People need to feel that lightheartedness and sort of just get a good laugh in once in a while. If you're someone who's very strategy oriented and you're helping alleviate people's stress over their business strategies, put yourself out there, start speaking about what drives you, what makes you light up, what you feel great about. Okay, don't worry about how you look, how you sound. And I guarantee that the worst critic of you is going to be you. I mean, I have seen people show up in their pajamas and I am still focused on what they're saying because it's that powerful. And again, I'm not saying do it in your pajamas if you don't want to. I mean, hell, if you want to spend 6 hours getting ready before you do a Facebook Live, then by all means do it, right? But for most of us, we don't have that luxury. I don't have that luxury. So the message here is stop comparing yourself. Recognize that you do have value to offer and you need to start doing it sooner than later because the world, as I've said, is hurting, okay? There is a lot of fear. There's a lot of bad stuff happening out there. Let's make this space and place where we operate a better place, a happier place, a safer place, a healthier place. Okay, so get out there and do it. Practice if you must, but just do it. Okay, don't drag your feet until you're perfect because you're never going to be perfect. You're always going to find something and you're always going to find a reason why you don't want to put yourself out there. But I'm here to tell you through experience, through coaching now, and now having clients that are doing this, you need to do it. Okay, so get out there, do it. All right, tag me below if you have any comments, questions, if you're scared to put yourself out there, if you are feeling amped up and energetic, or you're feeling positive as a response of watching this. I want to know because I want to provide you with content that you need and want. All right, have a great evening. I love all of you who are watching currently. I love those of you who will be watching the replay later and for years to come. Okay, have a great night and I will talk soon. Bye.